Hi, this is Multi to Big Talk. Welcome to this new match. This was a match in the winners bracket, round number 2. This time around, we got Jogger. What else did we got? We got Flack. What else did we got? We got Grim. With that being said, I'm excited to cover this new match. I said round 2, but I think it's actually round 3. I'm actually not sure. I'm confused. Yeah. Let's move on with the video. I'm all mixed up here. Let's do this. As usual, I will be fast on the first few turns. I will actually change the title of something. So, let's move fast. That cursor there. Not that much is happening. Now, I do prefer ShiningForce going for that airport instead of like going there like OgeyRrat. But here's the thing. After playing many games, I also understand the perspective of sending forward units like that. Because if you send them forward, you have more chance on capping these buildings. I still prefer the option of having the early airport instead of these buildings. But this is just me reflecting, you know. So yeah, let's keep going there. Lots of capture. APC opening, I like that a lot. This opening is better than the Recon one. Good job, Shining. I can tell either you are watching Aegis or you are watching my content. Great. So let's see how the rest unfold as we say. Great boosting there. I like it. Maybe not this infantry inside because the other one will be faster, you know. You could like place the other infantry on the forest here, or even the shoal there. That infantry is better to be boosted because it's the furthest from the action. But this is just a detail. Artillery, I do like that a lot. And yeah, there was random weather. So this may have F over that early artillery for Shining, because now he cannot move his artillery down. You will need to place it on a less effective way or in the road, like right beside the pipe. So let's see how it goes. Capture. A lot of capture. Tank, double infantry. I agree. This is good stuff. I don't quite understand why you would stop here. Maybe to save some fuel. It's actually fine because whether you go there or here, it doesn't really matter in fact. So I guess that's to keep the choice of going either way, either this way or this way. More boosting. So because of that early APC, I do think ShiningForce will have a much better capture game because there was snow and his infantries are much further. So let's see how it goes. Tank, double infantry, this is very standard, this is very popular. There is nothing wrong with such opening. Boost the infantry there, I agree. This is a good move, good choice, good pick. Having some vision for that, it's really good. So far, Shining Force is doing very well, and the same goes for OgeyRrat. I cannot wait to see that action. The action. So, capture building. Battlecopter Recon Infantry. Now, you know my feeling about base skipping. It is a war crime. But if you speak to Fluffy, Fluffy will tell you, oh, unit count doesn't matter if you made 3 units. It's still 3 units. Even if you made 3 units, if you skip an infantry, bruh, capture game won't be that great. But I do like that copter. Maybe I would have taken out that Recon for 2 infantry instead. But this is me speaking. OgeyRrat, he is the one playing. He is the one that drives the car. So let's see if that choice will bite him in the butt in the future. So the APC goes there, the Recon Scout. This is some classic stuff. And we see something special. They are now even in income, but next turn, our boy Shining Force will surpass OgeyRrat with the income because APC. I like APC. Now, infantry died. First blood. This was violent. Poor little guy hidden in the forest. Now, that rain is cool. I like it a lot. Double mech. Okay. You know my feeling toward mechs, right? I hate them. They're trash. But hey, as I said earlier, I am not the one in charge, and I do think OgeyRrat is better than me because I think we fought a few times and I think he won every time. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I won once against him, but I'm not quite sure. So we will see how this game unfolds. But there's a lot of stuff I'm not really on board with OgeyRrat, to be honest. I do think so far I liked a little bit more Shining Force stuff because I like APC and because he didn't base skip. So yeah, let's move forward with this. So that Recon is smart. That Recon is there to gather some intel. Anti-air. Now, 2 preemptive anti-air. I guess this is fine because of the random weather. The Air Force will be much better than usual. So I do agree with what's going on right now. So let's see how it goes. To capture, as I said, Shining Force has a better economy right now. But OgeyRrat got the first blood, and so far Shining didn't kill anything or anyone. Transport copter, infantry, and tank and infantry. This is interesting. I say that because this transport is mid-game. So I suspect he will go for mech heavy. Now you'll tell me, oh, you know, you already have seen the game. No, actually, I only have seen the outcome of it. And I won't spoil it yet. Well, you may already know if you have seen the other video telling that round is over and you already know the matchups and stuff. But my point remains here. I have not seen the entire replay. I've only seen the outcome of it. So let's move on with this video. Now, next turn. 20 to 17. I do like that a lot. damage, kill. Very good second blood. Second kill of the game. Now I feel like he should maybe finish off the 2 HP infantry. Okay. I know he would lose a 10 HP infantry against a 2 HP infantry. But here's the thing. That 2 HP infantry has intel. He knows there's a recon there. And guess what? If he has a tank, he can first strike that recon. And then he can be happy because OgeyRrat will be able to kill that recon. So leaving that infantry alive is a risk for the recon. Still understand why ShiningForce was reluctant to finish off that guy. Because it was like, I don't want to lose a full infantry over that 2 HP. But here's the thing. Tanks are dangerous. They can kill recon. You don't want that. Now, you will tell me, oh, but if he does what you said and he only scout that forest after that. Yes, he can scout the forest after that, but here's the big difference. It will take him 3 units instead of 2 to kill that recon. Because if the 2 HP is gone, he will need an infantry to scout the recon. Then you will need the tank to damage the recon. And then you will need a 3rd unit to kill the recon. Right now, all he needs is 1 tank, 1 infantry. It's much easier to just say, you know what? I kill that recon. And the recon has more value than the infantry. And since he took a kill during that turn, that one means ShiningForce would have 2 kills against 1. Same value, only infantry died so far. So this is just my insight, what I think, what should have happened. But as I said earlier, I do understand where ShiningForce is coming from. It's interesting and it's something you can get behind and understand. So, capture, retreat, kill. That was a really high roll, but this is jogger, so it's kind of normal. Sometimes you will get that kind of crazy roll. Right now, I feel like he spread himself too thin. He has a bunch of unit there and a bunch of unit there. Now, if we look on OgeyRrat's side, I do think OgeyRrat doesn't quite know where he wants to be, but based on what I see, there's a lot of unit there and a few here. But this is normal because you don't want everything on the same basket, but you also don't want the way Shining is, because the way Shining is right now, he has even troops on both sides. And even troops on both sides mean you will lose both sides, because if your opponent has most of his force on one side, he will overwhelm one of your 2 sides, and you will lose half of your army if you divide it even. And this is dangerous, this is bad. This can lead to defeat. Let's move on with the video. I do like it so far. It's a very interesting match. So, ShiningForce has the lead right now. Okay, now I start to see what's going on. OgeyRrat decided he would center his forces on this side of the map, and he only leaves that tank and that recon there, because if you don't have any defense, you will lose stuff. So right now I start seeing what OgeyRrat is doing. Recon infantry. And what else? Tank and battlecopter. So I will tell you this. 3 recon like that, it's a bit overkill. 2 recon are enough in this map. But this is just my opinion right now. That tank in the center, I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's just chilling there and it's waiting for engagement. Feel like he wasted units. Now, what would he do? Well, he doesn't have any intel in the center, so maybe he should direct that tank toward the bottom or the top part of the map to meet with other tanks. Because this lonely tank, if there's an engagement, this lonely tank will die. And you don't want your lonely tank to die. You don't want that. Because this is 7k. And 7k is 7 building. It's money. You don't want to lose money. So, wow. Next turn. Okay. I see a lot of unit there. I like that. These unit in the center, I'm not quite sure. These unit there, maybe. I think right now they are both doing the same kind of mistake, I think. They divide their troops. They don't really create any dead ball. Maybe you can argue and say this is a dead ball that may be created soon, but these 2 copters are just chilling in the center, so far it's a weird one, I will say. Now that recon, I guess that's fine. Maybe, just maybe it's a bit overextended, but I understand. I would probably do the same here. Capture damage. Okay. I will say this. Right now, but there is a big issue with me right now, or with the game, I should say. Even divide of the army again. I already said it, but I will repeat it as long as I see it. Having 2 army the way Shining is having 2 army is not really good. Let's see what happens next. Medium tank, I'm not a fan of take-up units. Okay, this is overextension. This is asking for an infantry to die. Never do that in this map. Never overextend lonely infantry like that. You always lose whatever you send, the same way you did this one. Okay. Okay. 40 to 38. He has a bit of a lead in terms of a value, but it's because he has more building than his opponent. But this may shift around with this turn. Let's see how it goes. Damage, kill. Damage, damage, kill. Kill. This is a really good turn for OgeyRrat right now. He just mobbed the floor with these people. As I said, sending that infantry was a huge mistake. This turn was a strong turn for our boy OgeyRrat. Was able to kill something there. He was able to kill that. This is a bloodbath right now. There's a lot of action and I like it a lot. Infantry, another mech. I don't like that. So far, I still don't understand why he has a transport copter. Maybe he's like, there's snow, I don't like snow. I don't know. Kill the infantry. Okay. He retreats. I understand why he retreats, but that meant, and that means, sending these people there at the first place was a mistake. Supporting my argument saying, don't spread too thin, don't send people everywhere. Right now what he's doing, that retreat, I agree with it. He sees action in the center and he realizes he's outnumbered in that other flank. And it's normal to be scared. And it's good he detected danger there. Because if he remained in this area, battlecopter, tank, anti-air, everyone would take a shot. Everyone would be happy except for ShiningForce. So let's see what happened next. Okay, what happened next is this. First strike. First strike, first strike. Kill. Okay, this one should have attacked this one to finish off that infantry. Alive infantry are a threat. They have vision and they are numbers. And now by giving that building, I do think we had some kind of mistake. It will be really hard for Jogger to, or I should say for ShiningForce to get back control of that building. When you give up on a building in the center in this map, this means you're willing to let your opponent have it for the rest of the game. It's really rare and it will be really hard to flip that city around. Usually it will be captured at first by one of the two players, then maybe there's an attempt to capture it from the other side. If that attempt is a success, it will be hard for a third capture to happen. It will be rare, and this only happens if the owner of the building messed up somewhere. So by giving that building, he may be doing a huge mistake right now at that moment in the game. Okay, let's move on. Recon, tank, anti-air. Now let's count the number of recon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One too many. Now you will tell me, oh, but you already said one too many when you had like 4 or 3 recon. I agree with that, but here's the thing. One of the recon is dying. So at that point, maybe 4 is better because you're about to lose one of them. But I do think right now at that point, there's a serious lack of firepower. Recon do scout for intel, they can kill infantry, but they don't have firepower. So I think that many recon means a lot of money is wasted. And that also means there's a lack of firepower. Capture, first strike. Oh, that was the eye roll. That was brutal. That was violent. Damage, damage, damage. Damage. Kill. Mech, infantry, infantry, and transport copter. Now, 2 transport copter, I'm not quite sure it's a good idea. Maybe we'll go mech heavy, but your Jogger, mech heavy is not the best thing ever. Sammy is better with mech heavy, Adder is better with mech heavy. Jogger is somewhat decent. I'd rather be mech heavy with Jogger than Max or Andy or most seals that don't really play well with mechs, but it's not that great. It's just not. So right now, unit count 44 against 33. This is the start of ShiningForce turn, and they are even in terms of value. So this is very interesting right now. Let's see how it goes. Kill. Now here again he spreads too thin. He has the blob of unit there. He has the blob of unit there. and he has the blob of unit there. So you basically hold 3 fronts. Now let's take a look to OgeyRrat. These units, the tank and the anti-air, they are able to front shift at any time. So I consider them in a really great spot. And I will say these 2 units are the only unit that are really dedicated to this area. So here this is like the weakest area for OgeyRrat. Now if you go for the center you got a copter, 2 tank, a shifting battlecopter, a shifting tank, and a shifting anti-air. So this means in the center right now, OgeyRrat has a lot of army. Now if you take a look there, he has 2 shifting units. They can either go there or here, so they are good. And if you take a look on top, he got 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So that front, it's kind of normal he has only that many, because here's the thing, it's near the base and usually it's his strong side. So it's normal you will have people there. They are not really dedicated to this front, they are just passing by there. So this means on this front, OgeyRrat has nothing. These units hold that flank. And I do think right now ShiningForce is wasting resources. He is wasting artillery, tank, because there's nobody around. Yes, there's that tank. Okay, then tell me more. Like, if he left that artillery and that tank behind, because he controlled these cities, he as the operand, that tank doesn't need to be there. He can go just there. That recon, it's at risk. I would place that recon probably like on one of my buildings, resting and healing, because I don't like having low HP recon like that. They are really easy to just take out. And in the center, ShiningForce doesn't have that much forces. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Now, let's speak about the situation. He has a better unit count. Very interesting. He has a better value. Very interesting. He has a better income. Very interesting. So far, that game is very interesting. Kill, damage, kill. Well, actually, he survived, so that was a really low roll. So right now, we can see OgeyRrat having a lot of units in the center. Now he is all in with the center. On this side now, only that artillery and that recon are left. On this side, we still don't know where everything is coming yet. But, okay, it goes for the building. Yeah. You see, on this front, all he has is like that artillery and that recon. That tank is clearly heading toward that area. So right now OgeyRrat has a much better positioning, and he also has that building. And considering OgeyRrat has most of his troops in the center, I wish good luck for ShiningForce to get through these troops and try to get back the building. Bomber! Mech infantry recon. Now I will say this, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. If he bought that bomber for the medium tank, that's a good idea. But if he bought a bomber just because he likes bomber, that's a bad idea. Bomber are not that great. They are a response unit that force another response from the opponent. And usually you make them when you're sure you will get the value. are you sure you will be able to take a shot at that medium tank? Are you? Because right now on the field, there's not that much value. There are crippled tanks, crippled anti-air, infantry, artillery. It's not value. A bomber wants to take out a medium tank when you know your opponent has a lot of them, so you have high chance on hitting them. I do think that bomber is too early, but this is my take on it. If you ask Advanced Warrior, it will tell you, no, let's have that bomber. I will say that. It won't say the way I said it, but I want to be entertaining, you know? That's what I want. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Really bad idea to send the artillery exposed like that, because you're losing that front. You should retreat and create a new dead ball with your medium tank, because you outtake him in the center. He outnumbers you. There's no way you will hold that front if you don't like create your own dead ball with that medium tank and everything you got. Because right now you are losing the center, and it's bad. Losing the center like that, it can really hurt you. Damage, kill. The artillery hiding there is clever. Now, what he's doing right now, I actually agree with it. Here's the thing. He's losing the center, so he will try to get other fronts. And that's good. This is how you flip game, and this is how you have a chance on winning. So, let's see where it goes. Kill this. I'm not quite sure about that infantry kill. He has not seen a single air unit so far. He should expect them, and he knows there's many units around. So, using that anti-air is a big risk. And it's not worth it for an infantry. It's just not. That anti-air should have stayed hidden, because now OgeyRrat will have the time of his life. He will enjoy life. He will be like, that's the turn I'm winning. Joining two tanks like that, I disagree. No, don't do that. Okay, 39 to 42. And at the start of OgeyRrat turn, OgeyRrat has the lead and is even in income. It doesn't look good for ShiningForce. Damage, kill. Damage, kill. Kill. This is so violent. Overclock. Okay, that's quite good. That's very strong. Oh my, this turn is brutal. Oh. Ooh. This is why you hide your anti-air, bro, because now all you have is one anti-air and he has like 4 copters. It will be butchery, bro. Oh my, this turn is a really good turn. Now, I think it's time to spoil the ending of this, because I think right now it's already over. OgeyRrat already won. Just take a look. Unit count, he has 15 extra units. Value wise, he has 80k more. OgeyRrat control the center. It's just a matter of when will he be able to HQ cap or steal some of ShiningForce buildings. Yes, ShiningForce has the super right now, but the best option with lock seals like this one is to spam the power to have more chance and expect and hope for good rolls. Right now, ShiningForce lost the bottom part, he also lost the center part, and in the top part, it's not lost, but it's not won. It's kinda even. So right now, there's no place in L where Shining is winning. He is in a really dark and bad spot. Now, we will still move on with this replay. I'm curious to see what happened next, because I remember this game being 31 days. So this means they ended the game when the turn limit was it. And I'm really curious to see how Shining Force will be able to last that long, considering the current state of the game. Let's see how it goes from here. Okay, he killed that tank. That's good. The super, I disagree. Use your power. Now, it's more even. He took away 30k and he gained 30k, so he's still behind. It still doesn't look good for him, but now he controls the top part at least, and this is actually really good. And the bottom part, well, you can debate a long time about that. Kill the copter. Damage the recon. Kill the infantry. Now, right now, there's no way that bomber will pay itself back. The medium tank has been damaged. So now that bomber will need to kill like weaker units or anti-air, but even there you don't want your bomber to hit anti-air, you want like to finish off anti-air. But okay, medium tank, mech, and tank. I disagree with that mech, but hey, I'm not the one in the wheel, right? Okay, let's see how it goes. Kill this, kill this. Good comeback there. Damage. Kill this. Kill this. Now he will try to get that tower. It's good, but here's the thing. He has no anti-air in the area, so there is no way he will get that tower, because he should expect air unit at some point. This is quite close from the airport, and by the time he will start capping, if he has a Gopter there, or there, then OgeyRrat will be able to defend that tower. And this is also the strong side, because two bases are side by side. So it's really hard in this map to get the other player tower. Usually it's not really contested. Sometimes you delay it very long, but you don't really steal it. It's rare you can steal it. I do like seeing him trying like that, but I know how wrong it can go. Damage! Kill! Damage! Damage! APC again, I'm not quite sure about that. At that point in the game, you don't really want transport except if you're mech heavy. Now let's take a look. At the start of the turn, they are even in value and similar in unit count. So Shining Force did well considering it was only losing state, and right now it's a somewhat even state. Oh my! This overlock was OP, broken, funny, sad, strong. So many feelings, so many things. Kill the tank, damage the tank. So as I said, there's no way now it can get that tower. So these infantry, man, they waste their time. And right now, our boy OgeyRrat is reforming his people. 36 to 31 with a 40k gap. It's not great, I will say that. Damage, damage, kill. Damage, damage, kill. Kill them. Okay, I fully agree with that move. You want to scout the forest, you want to get intel. This is a good move, and this will also keep units occupied. This will actually cut that tank movement, except if you go backward there and shoot. But going backward there means you lose spaces, but you also win HP, so there's a lot of good things there. Now, why the fighter? Well, I agree with the fighter because I don't like bomber, but I'm actually surprised. Did he seize the bomber? Does he have seen it? I really don't know. That's quite a weird move, but I agree with it. Damage, kill. Damage, damage. This is so violent. Violent. So right now, it's very interesting. At the start of a Shining Force turn, 20k gap and 4 unit gap. So it's not that bad, it's still kinda even. I'd like to praise Shining Force for lasting this long because your opponent has a higher MMR, and after having a fight with your opponent, because I did fought him many times, I can tell he is good. So respect for you, Shining Force, for lasting this long. 35 to 36, still behind. It's not a good sign. Lose sight damage. Oof. This turn is another really strong push, and there's no power right now. So this means next turn will be crazy for OgeyRrat. Mech medium tank precon. Damage. That bomber has been doing nothing. So this is what I'm talking about when I say that bomber came in too early. He did nothing. So far, he didn't get any value. For how many turns that bomber has been behind. And I'm not saying it's bad, it's just wasted money. It's 22k that does nothing. And if you just throw it, without knowing where he throws it, he will lose it. He will lose 22k, so this is not better. So this all goes back to what I said earlier. You don't want early bomber like that. Bomber, you want them when there's action, when you know you have a lot of value on the field. And right now, the only place where there is value is with the medium tank. And this is interesting because there's also a fighter out. So this means if the bomber decides to kill that medium tank, for sure the fighter will get the bomber. And the fighter will pay itself back, but not the bomber, because the medium tank is cheaper. And it's been sitting for so long. That bomber was a huge mistake in my books. That's crazy. I didn't expect this game to last this long, and I like it. So, let's see how it goes. First rank, kill, damage, kill, scout, vision, I guess. Okay, now this is a clear sign. Shining Force has lost here again. He lost many turns ago, but here we have the same sign that Shining Force has lost. It's back. At the start of OgeyRrat turn, there's a 3 unit gap. But there's the thing. There's almost 30k of difference. 30k gap in terms of volume. And it's really bad. And I do think OgeyRrat positioning is much better, because right now the center, it's really hard for Shining Force to pierce through the walls because most of his infantries are damaged, and if he uses copters or his other more valuable units to kill mechs and infantry, it's not really worth it. And then OgeyRrat will just counterattack with his value, and it will be like, my wall worked. So right now it's a really rough position for Shining Force. So let's see how it goes. Kill. Now the power mid-turn, very interesting. Oof. So now, yes, he did great, but that bomber didn't really pay itself back, and the fighter will just come here and say, "Hi, goodbye, good night, see you next time." So yeah, well, it's actually good. That engagement was good. I will be honest here. Even if it's not paying the bomber back, that bomber did somewhat of a decent job. It was there for too long. I will maintain what I said earlier. But the fact that he almost took out that medium tank means that bomber was good. But, as I said earlier, I will repeat myself. That bomber was too early. And that bomber could have been better if bought later. But this is just me speaking. Damage kill. Dropping mech. Infantry, anti-air battle copter. Kill the copter, kill the bomber, kill. Tank, double infantry battle copter. Damage. Okay. This is the start of OgeyRrat. Same lead. And now it's worse because there is a 7 unit gap. And it's before a power happened. So right now, oh my, that counterattack is really hard. Oof. Kill that unit. So now he is going mech heavy. At that point, I think OgeyRrat realized he won. So that's why he goes mech heavy. I don't think it's good going mech heavy in other circumstances. Why a black bolt there? Maybe he's scared someone may capture his port and he doesn't want to defend it. But this is lots of money that is just being wasted. That fighter has been doing great. So right now, ShiningForce somewhat pushed back in the center, but I won't say he's winning, but he's pushing back. So here there's clearly more volume in the center on OgeyRrat's side, but the pushback was somewhat good. Start of the turn, 35 to 29, 20k gap. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Shining. Kill, damage, kill. Anti-air, near-tank infantry. Really strong turn for OgeyRrat. And now the gap between both players is even bigger. I think now there's no point of keeping going. We will already move to the end. I say that because OgeyRrat has twice the size. And I think the game lasted for 2 reasons. The first one, even if OgeyRrat is winning, he doesn't know how to end and seal that victory. And the second reason, ShiningForce didn't realize how bad his situation was. Or maybe he did, but he's too stubborn to give up. So I think this is what's going on right now. Man, 14 minutes for one replay. Crazy, right? Crazy. That was a good match. I will admit it. That was a good match. I liked it a lot. So let's move very fast toward the ending now. Snow! More snow. Okay, 28 to 36. Shining somewhat came back, but it's not enough. Now he is about to lose that. It will protect it for sure, but 26 to 36, it doesn't look good for Shining. Look at that, 29 to 39. Now there's clearly a dead ball going on there, and here there's a lot of units. And here, like, there's no fight, but who cares? At that point, like, most of the fight is in the center. And, yeah. Okay. So the game is over now. The day limit has been hit. So technically speaking, if you only take a look to the buildings, it's a draw. The website says it's a draw. But because this is a tournament and I'd like to have a winner and a loser, we take a look to the volume on both sides and the unit count on both sides. The positioning is like the third thing we look at, but we don't need to look at positioning right now because OgeyRrat has more volume and he has more unit count. Because both volume and unit count is better on OgeyRat's side, I do think OgeyRat won. And I declare him winner of this fight there. That was a very entertaining fight. I liked it a lot. But there are many places, and you know it because you have seen the video, where I was basically saying, yeah, ShiningForce lost there, but we keep going to see how it goes. Yeah, ShiningForce, you are brave. You have balls. You kept going longer than what I would in your shoes. And that's good. But I wish you better luck for the next round. You will need a lot of luck. With that being said, I hope guys and girls enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.